Egy rövid bejelentkezés a világbajnoki címvédővel, a kétszeres bajnokkal, Billy Bolttal. Did you understand anything?
Absolutely not.
All right. Hungarian language is quite difficult. Billy, welcome back to Budapest. Welcome to Hungary. You have a kind of unfinished business here.
Yeah, well, I won overall, but obviously it was the one moto for the season, which was the only one I got beat at. So, the bigger picture is obviously I was happy with taking the overall win and stuff, but when it comes to the end of the year and you have only one moto out of, I think it was 12 or something like that, which I didn't win, and it was here, it's a little bit frustrating. But at the same time, there's a lot of good guys out there, and it's very tough competition. I think for you guys that have never seen SuperEnduro before, I think you're going to be surprised by how crazy the racing is and how crazy the atmosphere is and stuff like that. So you're shortly going to see that anything can happen at these races.
And Billy, you had an amazing season. I mean, you are on a high, fantastic performance so far.
Yeah, exactly. So far, so good. I missed the second half of the outdoor season last year with a small wrist injury, which I chose to take some time off and get fixed, which I'm very pleased I made that decision because I came into the SuperEnduro Championship this year healthy and like you say, so far, so good. Won the first 2 rounds and I'm feeling good. Tonight the track's super tough. It's a really nice track. I think a good mix between technical stuff and some jumps and some nice corners. But the rock section, the rock corner and the log section are really, really slippy, and they're only going to get more slippy as the night goes on. So it's only going to get more difficult, and it was already difficult enough this morning. So they are, I think, going to be the 2 interesting sections where you're going to see a lot of mistakes.
A legendary Hungarian motor rider, Cornel Németh, designed this track. Do you know him personally?
Yeah, I know Cornel. Obviously, he's been around the sport for a long time. He's been around various kind of motorsports for a long time, and I think he does a good job. He's as a track guy, it's really nice that he listens to the riders. He's been a rider at the top level, so he understands everything from a rider and a racer's perspective, which is really nice. And it's good to work with a track guy that wants to listen and wants to do what's best for the riders. So he's done a good job today, and he's listened to us. We've made a few changes, and I think a lot of credit has to go to him.
There is a normal enduro, let's say that, and there is the SuperEnduro GP. Which one do you prefer?
I think SuperEnduro, and you're going to see later why. It's pretty special. You can just about go anywhere and build a SuperEnduro track and almost guarantee that the racing is going to be crazy. Obviously, it helps to have a nice stadium and a lot of crowd, and all this is nice. But really, you build this kind of track and invite the riders, and just from how difficult the track is and how easy it is to make a mistake, you're going to see it's crazy out there.
So this year, the Hungarian crowd will be able to cheer for a Hungarian rider, Norbert Zsigovics. Any message to him, how to prepare and how to build his career in the SuperEnduro GP?
I think he's been doing well. I've seen him in Spain in the last few weeks. He's been training hard, and he's made some appearances already in the Prestige class. I think he did Israel last year, so he has some experience. Again, it's a whole different ball game when you're racing in the when it's race time in the stadium. I think especially for the home round, it's going to be, but it's going to be a cool experience. I think he should just make the most of it. We have a sold-out arena. That's a special feeling as it is, and just make the most of it, have fun, and try and make as few mistakes as possible. But that's going to be a difficult job.
Billy, and finally, please have a message for the Hungarian viewers and spectators out there.
Thank you all for coming out. I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you now, but we're on a pretty tight schedule for today, and I heard you got a small delay, so haven't been able to see you in person, but thank you for coming out and supporting the event. I've heard the stadium's been sold out already for 3 weeks, which is so good to see. The sport. I think it's my 3rd time coming here to Budapest, and it's just grown each time, with the track. Such a cool stadium, one of my favorite stops of the year. So thank you for coming out, and hopefully you have a good night, and we'll see you again in the future.
Nézzük, hogy ki lesz az, aki elsőként el tud fordulni.